it for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he's in a bunch of
that they attended, and you said the party was weird. Tell me about that.
It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. Nobody was gay no more. What the is going on here? It's just a lot of weird dude. You know.
They're both bisexual. They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray left that house screaming. August's the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a doctor.
Let me tell you, the streets are buzzing with some hot gossip. CNN just dropped a bombshell that has everyone talking. They leaked a video of Will Smith doing something.
What if a single hard drive tucked behind velvet paneling in a Bel Air penthouse could blow up half of Black Hollywood overnight? Not a rumor log, not a blurry snapshot, but crystal clear footage that shows billion-dollar celebrities doing things their publicists spend entire careers denying. That's the thunder rolling over the hills this week. And at the center of the storm sit two icons who used to look untouchable. Will Smith, America's forever Fresh Prince, and Sean Diddy Combs, the bad boy king who once danced backward across the MTV stage like he owned every beat on earth. The Fuse, a clip CNN flagged, then yanked grainy but unmistakable showing. Will pacing a lavish hotel suite, pitching something to Diddy, who lounges on a leather couch like a man who's seen every hustle. The dialogue is muffled, yet the body language screams tension. Will's fingers tap his thigh as if counting down to disaster. Diddy doesn't blink until Will shoves a phone inches from his face. One look at the screen and the mogul's eyebrows leap like he's just spotted a ghost in designer shades. Then the feed cuts cold, abrupt suspiciously. Perfect for sparking 20 million theories in under 20 minutes. Just days earlier, Homeland Security vans boxed in both of Diddy's mansions, one in Holmby Hills, one on Star Island, hauling away servers' mini DV cassettes, and raid towers labeled with dates that stretch back to the mid-2000s. Federal agents said little, but their warrant asked for electronic media of evidentiary value in a multi-state trafficking case. Suddenly, Jaguar Wright's 2-year-old podcast rants about freak-offs, hidden cameras, and A-list blackmail no longer sounded like late-night conspiracy karaoke. They sounded like a breadcrumb trail. So here we are, sifting the crumbs. Was Will negotiating for his own footage? Was he brokering a hush truce on behalf of someone else? Maybe his son Jaden, who's spent half a decade confiding mental health battles on Red Table Talk? Or was the whole encounter a stunt cooked up by a press team hungry to redirect eyeballs from Diddy's mounting lawsuits? Strap in. Each chapter of this story piles a fresh layer of scandal on an already teetering tower. And every time we think we've hit bedrock, the floor cracks again. You don't need a tabloid subscription to know Jaguar Wright. If industry gossip were a sport, she'd own the championship belt. Long before federal agents stormed Diddy's gates, Jaguar blasted YouTube with claims that would make a daytime host clutch her pearls. Her core theme, Diddy's homes double as velvet-draped blackmail factories. Every guest room, she swore, through a cloud of cigarette smoke wired like the Pentagon. You think you're alone? Cameras rolling, she didn't spare the Smiths. In a marathon live stream early this year, Jaguar name-dropped everyone from Meek Mill to rising actor Bashir Gray, insisting they'd fled Will and Jada's mentorship, screaming after nights that blurred mentorship into something else. If you believe her only. August Alsina stayed due to sickness, desperation, or maybe an iron stomach for scandal. Jaguar reprises a rumor first tossed into the ether by ex-South LA gang figure Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. That actor Dwayne Martin once folded Will Smith at a Diddy house party, folded as in sexually dominated. In Jaguar's retelling, Martin boasted later, like he'd just dunked on LeBron. The internet had shrugged the story off as a messy urban legend until CNN's leaked clip gave new oxygen to every dusty rumor Jaguar ever flung at a microphone. Why does she matter? Because every time authorities move on, Diddy bloggers resurf her receipts. Instagram screen caps, throwaway IG, live snippets, phone numbers flashing half a second on screen. The tapestry might be messy, but the pattern never wavers. Secret parties, hidden cams, leverage. She claims Will once walked those corridors. Maybe naive, maybe complicit. Either way, if the tapes exist, they belong to Diddy and Jaguar, says that's why Will looked like his heartbeat had doubled inside that penthouse suite. Talk is cheap, though, until badges flash. And on March 25th, 2024, blue lights on marble driveways confirmed something big was cooking behind the gates.
What
You
the
know,
fuck is
she
that?
came out of left field. Yeah, no, I thought she was gonna be great
Woo!
because
She
she came different. I said the Generation Z will buy into different.
Do you see how different she is now?
I'll shave my eyebrows and I'll still show up on the red carpet. And
Do
I'm
you
like,
see how different she is now?
oh yeah. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild now. And I don't think she's done. I think it's more to come.
I think she can't be done.
You said you can't be done.
I think she can never stop.
So
I think if she stops, she'll turn into a 90-year-old woman and be sure, yeah, look at your feet.
the wall cover. Oh, it's been a so
She looks like she reads, listen to me. She's giving me witch.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what she's trying to give.
No, if you go back and you look at what's the movie? The Witches with
Yeah, the
Angelica
Hocus Pocus?
Houston?
Yeah.
No, Angelica Houston, the
Witches.
Witches.
Yeah, the witches, yeah.
She looked like them bitches when they would come out of their wigs.
Turn into mouses,
And
goddamn
then the
it.
nose is, we're gonna eat your children, and all of that shit. Like,
No, hey,
she's giving that.
I want people to stop Google the witches with Angelica
Yeah,
Houston and then
shout out to Angelica Houston, you everything, man.
No.
And you were awesome as Morticia. No one will ever play Morticia like you.
Shout out Wednesday.
But it's like this bitch is giving me witch.
So it brings me to my question. We talked about it yesterday, and we talked about the
Her and that goddamn cat.
and that goddamn cat.
Listen to me. You know that the cats were the guardians in the tombs.
Oh, teach me something.
Yeah, in the tombs they would put cats in there. They were the guardians for the spirit world.
Oh, okay.
And they would chase away evil spirits to keep them out of the sarcophaguses and stuff like that. I'm always weary of motherfuckers with cats.
Oh,
sometimes.
okay, yeah, oh, cat lady, yeah.
Especially if you're into black magic. She gives me that vibe. And I think if she stops, she'll be like 80. You know?
If you were to see, they have a new biopic of Whitney Houston coming out. If they play this movie and you see no kind of drugs in this movie, do you feel like it's an injustice to what this look?
I feel like anything with her name on it is strictly for the purposes of financial gain for those who have access to her estate, including Clive Davis.
Including Clive Davis.
This ain't a film to celebrate Whitney Houston. This is a film to, pay the piper.
He was the one trying to bring her back, though, at the time of prior to her death, right?
Fuck him. He needed her back.
Oh, yeah.
He needed her back, but he needed her back and under his control. You want to know what fucking Clive Davis did for Whitney Houston? While he was busy trying to bring her back. See, people forget, before she came to the United States, he sent her on an international tour.
Sunrise over Los Angeles usually means green juice joggers and Prius-heavy traffic on Sunset. Not this time. Just after 7 a.m., neighbors in Holmby Hills heard the roar of rotor blades and the bark of federal bullhorns. Homeland Security investigations think DEA-level muscle, but for trafficking and smuggling. Hit Diddy's home like a SWAT movie. At the same moment, 500 miles away, another HSI team surrounded his Star Island fortress in Miami warrants. Cited suspicion of interstate sex trafficking, money laundering, and obstruction of justice. Camera crews caught evidence bags labeled CPU R2 RAID 5 and, intriguingly, Mini DV R74. That last tag jolted every gossip sleuth awake. Mini DV is a camcorder format popular from 1997 to about 2008. Exactly the era when Diddy's private soirees supposedly hit maximum debauchery. If you're hoarding compromat old tape is harder to hack than cloud drives. Click eject, stash in a safe. Meanwhile, TMZ spotted agents removing what looked like a small mirrored cabinet rumored by staff to be Diddy's media altar home to drives so encrypted. Even IT staff needed a second signed key to boot them. Whether myth or fact, the cabinet now sits in an undisclosed evidence locker. its secrets churning through forensic software that won't cough up answers for months. Insiders whispered the raids were partially sparked by a lawsuit filed weeks earlier, one so detailed it drew a roadmap straight to Diddy's front door. And the man who drew it wasn't a rival rapper, but his own former videographer.
I was there when Farnsworth Bentley got his actual name. How they came up with the name and everything. We were sitting in front of the apartment building on 74th and Park Avenue. It was me, him, Tony De Niro. Puff was upstairs. They was trying to figure out, he had became Puff, one of Puff's personal assistants. You understand? To make sure all Puff shit is there when we get ready to go. Everything that was supposed to be in order. That was Farnsworth Bentley's job. When Puff has to go to restaurants or places like that, you know, he made sure everything was straight with that. You know what I'm saying? And he had another assistant too. But Farnsworth Bentley was his personal assistant, put out his clothes, told him what he should wear, all that, like a stylist and personal assistant all together, you know? So we was in front of the house and this dude, Tony De Niro, he played guitar in that Bad Boy for Life. The black dude, not the white guy, the black dude who played the guitar, that's Tony De Niro. I think he might be from California or something. So Tony De Niro was like, yo, we gotta think of a name for you, man. And if you're gonna be his personal assistant and slash butler slash umbrella carrier, whatever you gonna do, you understand? We gotta think of a name for you. We're gonna try to make you like Bentley or either Farnsworth or either Bent. You gotta be, you know, you gotta have that kind of persona. You gotta dress all the time, be neat and the whole 9 yards. And then the dude, Derek, was playing with him like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know how to do that. I could be over the top. You know, he was acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be over the top. So he was saying that. And the dude, Tony De Niro, said, we got to figure out a name for you, man. It's got to be on the level of, you know, those characters. He said, you got to be like Farnsworth. You got to be like Bentley. He said, we're just going to call you Farnsworth Bentley. And he said, I like it. And they start calling him that. His name Farnsworth Bentley. And I said, these motherfuckers corny. You know, like I was like, yo, believe this. But he was always right there, but not like at nighttime when we was at doing things, he wasn't around, bro. He was only there when the cameras was there and shit like that. You know, I don't know how much he could do. I don't know if he would say anything because he probably signed the ND, a non-disclosure, and he don't want to say anything against Puff anyway because Puff got shit on him. And I ain't talking about no sexual shit, none of that shit. The nigga was stealing, bro. Yo, bro. The niggas I don't want to put that on sticky fingers. That nigga right there, bro, don't lay nothing down around him. You heard me? Don't lay nothing down around dude right there. Dog, Jennifer Lopez had these boots, they cost $5,000. I'm like, what kind of fucking boots cost $5,000? Now you gotta realize, this is like in 2000, early 2000. These boots cost $5,000. And because she was gonna be out of the country or something like that, she didn't have them come to her house down in the village because she would have never got it because they'd be stealing her stuff down there at our apartment. So she had them come to Puff house. She wanted these boots so bad, she was mad. They looked through everything trying to find Jennifer boots. Cause Puff had like Puff, people used to just give him shit and send him shit. from everywhere. So he had this room, this mail room in his house with numbers just that he never even opened. But I don't know how Farnsworth Bentley found that shit. But we went over there to his house and we found a lot of Jennifer shit and everybody else's shit that belonged to Puff. I guess Puff had too much stuff in the room and he was just keeping them for it.
And you seen this with your own eyes? That's crazy, man.
My own eyes, bruh. We went to his apartment.
He don't even seem like that type of dude, yo, but damn.
Security else, we went over there, man. They had to do shit, bruh. And that's why Puff had stopped messing with him. And then he goes get a show. Puff ain't say nothing. He went and got a show of how to be teaching thugs how to be the gentleman. I hope the first thing he taught them was that, don't steal!
Rodney Lil Rod Jones spent 4 years filming Diddy's life from yacht parties in Ibiza to sunrise sweatouts in jungle retreats. According to his February 2024 complaint, those camera gigs morphed into something far darker. Jones alleges he was ordered to record hundreds of hours of illicit acts, drugged guests, underage drinkers, forced sex hush money payoffs. He says Diddy promised him a creative director title, then stiffed him on wages and tried buying his silence with threats. Back in November 2023, singer Cassie Ventura had already broken the dam. Her lawsuit accused Diddy of a decade of rapes, beatings, and trafficking trips to foreign clubs where security handed out pills like party favors. Diddy settled in less than 24 hours for a rumored 8-figure sum. But the hush money came too late. Cassie's filing opened the floodgates. By spring 2025, over 70 plaintiffs had sued Diddy or his companies, each echoing similar horror stories. Lavish settings, hidden restraints. Phones confiscated at the door. And always somebody filming Jones's suit. However delivered, the detail prosecutors love file names. He attached a spreadsheet listing VIP Suite 11, 0517 MOV Pool Bungalow Feb 2 to 21 AVI, and dozens more. He claims duplicates still sit on drives in Diddy's homes, drives now in Homeland Security custody. If half those file names belong to the seized mini-DVs, the discovery process could detonate across Hollywood because anonymous insiders swear some tags read WS and JKS code fans instantly read as Will Smith and Jada Smith. Whether that's true or tabloid catnip, nobody knows yet, but rumor alone is dragging Will's career through a second public crucifixion.
I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking shit about Boosie. Maybe you suspicious of him because of the shit that's happening in your house, bitch. Fuck out of here. These niggas be talking greasy on all kinds of shit. But I don't like when these so-called black Hollywood couples want to come in and then they want to sit there and play gatekeeper. Meanwhile, they're abusing and misusing all kinds of young people. And guess what? Don't nobody want to admit that they a victim. So they pretend to be friends.
Yeah.
Will Smith ain't slapped that nigga over love. He slapped that nigga because that bitch told him to.
What are eyes?
Or maybe because she's looking a little hocus pocus these days too. Is it alopecia? Or was it like, entrance into the club? I don't know. But shit don't look right. You fucking see Tiger Woods and the next thing you know, he damn near die in a fucking car accident. I don't fucking know. I know she gangster as fuck. I know she from Baltimore. And I know there's no shame in that region. I know that for a fact. So, the movie Emancipation, how the fuck you gonna play in a movie called Emancipation and you can't emancipate yourself?
Ooh. Bars.
Cause you trapped in a hole. My nigga, you trapped in a hole. This bitch clowning you day after day after day after day. And once again, I hate saying these things because their children are dope. But Jaden's kind of MIA. And considering that he emancipated from their household at 16 and refused to come back, even to do family interviews. You know?
Yeah.
Willow's just kind of, she's dope. Too much shit happened in that fucking house. Too much shit happened in that fucking house. And meanwhile, I go to jail for defending my child, and these niggas don't even get a CPS fucking visit for the kind of shit they kids see. You know?
There you go.
So yeah, I'll watch the movie when, I'll watch Emancipation when he emancipates himself from the hell that he lives in, that he tries to call marriage with that woman who still wished Tupac was alive. But enjoy the film, buy lots of popcorn. I ain't supporting shit he fucking do. He's a bad representation for black men. He is literally the epitome of a ballless man. I'm sick and tired of people making our black men look weak. I'm sick and tired of that shit because I don't know no nigga that would put up with the shit that bitch done put him through. Now you could justify staying because you ain't want to cut up the money because she would have got the child support and the alimony, but the kids is grown. So if you staying now, it's either because you being blackmailed to stay or you too lazy to go. He housebroken. That don't fit right for a Philly nigga. But he did grow up in Overbrook though. He didn't technically grow up in West Philly. That was Jazzy Jeff's life he was writing about. He lived over there, not far from where Kobe Bryant grew up. That's the other side of City Avenue. He came up Overbrook, so they had big houses and he wasn't at the playground get beat up. That was Jazzy Jeff. He lived in the more suburb side off of City Avenue. He went to Overbrook, he went to the hood and then came home. I took my husband to where he used to go get his cheesesteaks at Larry's, which was right there by the train station around the corner from the nice houses. He's been playing roles for a long time. But I'm sick and tired of seeing these so-called couples destroying young people. And look at August Alsina, he's so fucked off. I don't think that boy is his boyfriend. I think it's his bodyguard because his first show back in Miami, he gets beat up by Tory Lanez and his motherfucking bodyguard. And the nigga just got out the hospital. These is little niggas. These is little niggas. It's almost like Will Smith called up Tory Lanez. Fuck that nigga up for me. You know what I'm saying? Your first show back and you got to go back to the hospital. All because you got taken advantage of by that bitch. Because they said it all started with Tory Lanez joking with him about the whole entanglement. That shit wasn't no entanglement, bitch. You fucked the kid and cheated on your husband. Let's stop dressing this shit up and making it seem like it's anything. If Jada did any of the fucking shit to Will, would your wife, would y'all women, would you stand for that?
No.
Listen to me. He needs my help. Are you fucking kidding me? I wanted to help him. He was so sick and he needed my help. And you just figured you was going to ride his dick until he got better, huh? Really? If I was a 16-year-old kid and I had the opportunity to emancipate myself, I wouldn't stick around to watch my mom fuck my friends. I wish the fuck my mom would have. I'm sorry. Y'all know I get passionate.
Y'all
Is
clap.
there any other movie you want to talk about?
Y'all clapping. Man, we got to save some for next time.
Jesus.
Jaguar, we love you so much. Thank you for coming to sit down and talk with us. This was a real treat. I feel I'm high off this. I don't know. We finna kill him with this one. we all gonna go off the grid after this for a little bit.
Listen to me. I'm back outside now. Fuck it.
Fuck
It's gonna
it.
be what it's. I'm back out.
For years,